Let me take your mind back to early this year, January 2025. Ebiana mure yefi. Mempese mure befi. Iti me kaimo. Kame nka every year bia yen celebrate. Let me take your mind back to January 3rd, 2025, when the most corrupt, the most evil, the most arrogant, and the most incompetent leader that we've had since 92 gave his last State of the Nation address in Parliament. That's President Akufo Addo. On the floor of Parliament, Honorable Kofi Buah can simbi chire Akufo Addo. Na sa sebono and cause every year bia ye play ye multi speakers e play magana for unity because so bisamia it is one of the greatest speeches I've ever heard since I was born. Now I know she a speech and a ma Rebecca Akufo Addo bufu ye toto in South Parliament. Say on tia say ye kasetia ni kuno. On tia say Kofi Buah e cancer and sebono. Adanya ni kuno no or you above the law. Kapopo no or you above the law. Because okache Ghana for that's a beauty. And I say ne body language actions eche Ghana for that's a beauty indeed lies in the eyes of the beholder. Eti Rebecca eche Ghana for say mo na mompa me dia me pe. Kapopo no 3 feet in no se mo na mompa me dia me pe. Eti obi ani ho kwan se okasa kire ne saa. Ebusia momra na yenti ensem ben na Kofi Buah kan ya America ne sei. Na da chinchirimenti yemfanka kayo. Listen.
Mr. Speaker, I'm grateful for the opportunity to thank His Excellency the President for the message on the state of the nation that he has just delivered. Mr. Speaker, I need to remind you that the people of Ghana have already given their verdict on the true state of the nation. And that verdict was very, very clear. Economic hardship, huge debt overhang, high youth unemployment, hopelessness, and more.
And you are thanking him for this.
We have come to the end of the road for what has been undoubtedly the worst government under the Fourth Republic. Mr. Speaker, this abysmal record was confirmed on December 7th when the people of Ghana returned the most overwhelming and emphatic vote of rejection of any government ever witnessed under the Fourth Republic. Mr. President, you will be remembered as the first president who was cushioned by the IMF when you began, and you are still being cushioned at the end of your term. Mr. President, you left something very important in your account. You left out an account of your promise to God to build him a cathedral. But Mr. President, Mr. President, I will leave that for you, between you and your God. Mr. President, let me remind His Excellency, Mr. Speaker, that his tenure in office will remain a timely reminder of how not to govern the country. But let me also be quick to assure the good people of Ghana that hope is on its way. In President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, we can once again glean a brighter future from the throes of despair. Together we will work hard to lift ourselves from this historic low and reclaim our place, our glory as the Black Star of Africa. Once again, fellow Ghanaians, we are comforted and strengthened by the following words of scripture And I'm quoting Exodus chapter 14, verse 13. And I quote, and Moses said unto the people, fear you not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, yes, which he will show you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you shall see them no more. Bye-bye, Mr. President. It is finished. With that, Mr. Speaker, I thank you very much.
Emma will be a real feeder. Say, Kofi Buah can say, Akufo Addo staying as president will remain a timely reminder of how not to govern a nation. Let that sink in. Ujaria to Sanyamono. Say, Akufo Addo na membu no, e was say abibia e kayen. Senya ensese yibu mine. Then be a Ujaria recite it. Udidia recite it. Ekra so ne oyire dampa so kra recite it. Oba ne se wonti aja no na say sebi onyo oba pa. Wo ye bema. Na o kan sim bi si na say oyire se ompa tia. Jana ware na say oyo ba fon. O man na ye chichire. Tie. Oyo oba so sa okunu so ompa tia mane nko. We bema oba obi atimi jade yonko. Tie na tie ha. Or say, Akufo Addo stand as president, but omiaka huo. A timely reminder. Kai Ghana fo na kwanya ensese yesifa subu mine. Nes or say mine say kojo to. Aka some few days. Now this great speech at the 1 year. How far? Mampeni Mahama enya to me from general till now. How far? Compare that to 8 years under sa enkwasi aban no. Kofi Buah Emma Ghana fo ina tia se yenko so nkakai. Ekwan ya ensese yibu man. The day you see Akufo Addo, ni phone ni picture ni video ni bibia mane nkai wo say. Sa kwa we ye man 8 years oche yen Ghana fo nya nyansa ekwan ya ensese ye fa subu man e ma remfi da yeah emma me no mi no ye remfi da yeah eti ye na ye fa entu yitrim se NPP de suni se sia yes akotam NPP aba suni Debbie and maybe see what I say because yen koson kai say sebu nyame bo refree na so enko ade e ma ye remfi eno ntra me kai mo no say 8 years under Baumia and Akufo Addo e kire yen Ghana fo e kwan a ensese ye fa so bu man na ese nkofu yi no menua kojo to nothing bibie ni ho ankofu ye ya e bo Ghana fo. Trust me. Enti Emma Iremfi. Nice one. Oboy Siki se saying, Oboy Siki, boys. Papa ya o se onye penida. Obekoso aya kwadasa. O de sabia to yeti no. Na yento aso.
Mimi hu Africa nyina se. Yenye nipa.
Hey. Papa ye aliens ana.
Die woman ni say. Says ya studio ya ye mu bie wa hai.
Yeah.
Eniema amokototo ye nyina no. Ya anya na Africa.
There be
Adentra.
Eno nso ye case pa o.
Bibia ye papa wo wiase bia bafo. Aduane ye di.
Yes. Ebiso na nyame ambo niema we am Africa fo.
Na me chese.
Bi obonuane nkwa na ma.
Ye wa mo ye nipa.
Hey.
Wa mo Africa nipa. Fizo boy me ye nipa dia. Adenti ne fon we. Sembe ye fon a. Ji said ye obi aye no odi aba. Na bibi achia. ana mi metimi aye
yeah
mi anka se mitimi na niema ni bi
na se uchire mu a Ghana na Africa no
Africa
yenye mobile phone enso ese ya yetimi kura no eh
yenye ka engine
enso ese ya yetimi kura no
enti nyanko no mimi hunsusu ya se wa mo Africa
nipa
as a human being oboye eka emo anu a omunam efomu ni bebia because abo betimi atutokro. What I say?
Yes.
Akwa chiri akoda.
Yeah.
Abo betime tuduam. Akodua ni akoda. Said ye ni ye sitie no.
Pepe.
Enu abi.
Eish.
What I say?
Asem.
Ye ntimi nye ade abroni ya. Wonu ana dinadwin even at your papa apostle.
Yeah.
Kojo safo.
Yeah.
Ni niema wo ye nyina majority ni na oto.
Yeah. Osampo o kika bom.
Aha.
Yeah.
Broni niema wo ye no onu no. Onu ana nane niema.
No de aye.
No de aye. Ade ni nyame ye sa. Eti asem we ya make zone. Me dana na me dwendwen say why?
Aden.
All right. I believe, sir, these are some of the things here on the social media over the years. And our friend Oboy Siki de was so. Ye shall say can ya check, be today. Because of ye kasa saying, ya force of social media, by some say, say, in a multitude of foolish people, won't kwana what you mobia with the munyan senti, yana pinanti was here. Because senka idea EMP na ya dwemo bia some of us by now cause say nya more than 500,000 followers kra. Yeah, but no yinya. Comedians no anyway more na ye kan or ubada na empemu agrofo na nya followers. Because we been impeno kreti. Na sania Oboy Siki ka me nkasa ye mboa enya mboa ye ni papa. Na emum yeah, how can see a pan say your Maya dream juma. We are emotionally immature and we like it that way. We have been colonized mentally and we prefer it that way. All the setbacks that we have, we prefer it. In fact, we brag about it, we dwell in it, and we are happy about it. And I feel so you from history, you see the Oba Africa ha. Asebusia ye achane we 1 2 3 years ebeza CBM yen sensua de ni asaba ye na say CBM isubanya ya timu ano no. Why am I saying this? About 3 days ago me say Rwanda mampeni, Kenya mampeni, Congo mampeni, Trump atosa from say Omra America me sign peace pact. Now in that peace pact America is going to be the sole beneficiary of the mines in Congo. There are diamonds, uranium, manganese, why the Americans are going to mine those minerals. And if you dig deeper, the Congolese are going to get less than 10%. Everything will be brought in Washington. And the Congolese will get nothing because 10% now so the people will not benefit in exchange of what they call peace. Now, so America for now deliberately and I cause the instability in Congo just to bring them to the table, lie to them, will say we are signing a peace pact and gain from that peace so-called pact. And sadly see Africa over the years, the days of Nkrumah Benina, the Western-led a hegemon, headed by the US or led by the US. Omo decide we end the Africa sa ebesine yente won hu jai. So so dream when you now one share you be forced to think say yeah moa. But yenya moa because so na ya boa me dem nya boa eno ntina me nko ade me dream differently no. Yeah. So me sometimes no I sit down and I say I was born in the wrong place. because the way I see dream, any the way I pet me new man. So many people are trying to share penisa. Omun timasiye. Ye di Gaddafi. Ye di African penny 4p na a basin net. The same method of browning changing the method. Method wa browning the Africa. Ebe di so for over 400 years no. Or so no. Ebe sine they are still using the same method. Omun change, but we keep falling for it. Now ubit na US. Now I told African leaders, ye dimrika adanya come and sign peace pact. Obra AU oho. Obra the East African community ewo Yeja AU. Eja EAC. Ako share eye Washington say ye sign peace pact. Now sa peace pact benefiti Congo. Benefiti Rwanda. Benefiti Kenya. Benefiti America for now. Omoto nsa frɛ sɛ yɛmmra na yɛnsan peace pact no yɛnyɛ hwee yɛte Africa ha bibini bɛma nyɛ sika ade a ɔdwen ho a ne awareɛ ɛma ɛnsa kwasiasɛm yɛnwenne yɛnya obi nso na sɛ menua nipa no nso ɔdwen ayɛ bibia na yɛ pulling it down saa so by way running across every black community kwa Jamaica, why baby and patuntum doso bia the same behavior. Metiu Macau, we ajiwe kuno, we ajiwe yire, and penetration, a chesem, quatiasem, sexism, and not yet discuss. It is in the 21st century. We are still lacking the basic things. Enti, so Jean, you are winning now, one share, you be forced to think, say, nothing, yeah, more na. But your is also there will be no improvement. I was say it me share your home cry say broni mpo na eye bibi na say ye ntimi nya at least within our own strength we can also do something. If we are say o share abodi a aboa bia ene na ho oden aboa bia ne kwan a osifa so a or the defending ne ho jata eye ne se koto eye ne nsa aboa kwode eye nataban ne cross no kramai eye buga aboa bia ne de every living thing has an area of strength. Ye de say ya ho de hye he ye capitalize and also a ye ntine nye yeah mobo Charlie. Sometimes I watch videos of China, any Japan, Singapore, Korea, mona o share infrastructural development baby a omo true. Now o de compare baby a ye ya na ye ka say and na ye say Moldova a poor country. Meaning sa poor country na ye ka ye by European standards so. Enye ye de beauty mo ya na na say na metis nkofo ka say na UK de say any Accra na UK nye kuru. Masa sa nkofo no you are nowhere close to them o. Munyintum na mumu ade. Na nipa bia if you want to soar higher in life wa they can bu omu a edi kan jaw. UK nye Ghana tipen. Mo se kwasi ampani show de no ka se na me de UK de enya abrochire me de abrochire me ni mu ane sebi US. UK nya abrochire e otru mu. UK nya abrochire e otru mu. Kwasi akeka sei. You see? Ye ni a ye ndru ba bia no. Ye sorry na ye kan kofo de na UK nso ye kru na Moldova hwan but those guys we are nowhere close to them. Ye ka se kru bi ye poor ewo ye can say Europe a by European standard nye by African standard ya kechire ni na nkoba nyina fi ye jimi moroso bibiasia emotions ye to about emotions osomwa unya koka osom ho asem emotions we emotion bibia to the black man ye emotion. So Charlie, let us keep hope alive. Emwa pa die yenyamwa na emu madwen no e na sabi ye mane nya adwuma. Yen try na let us begin to change the narrative. Yen hya se ma ya dwen no ya dwen ni ye nyansa na nya adwuma. then that's the only time we can see changes in our lives, in our societies. Nina shall see free again. That's why Mampeni Mahamaka said resetting. Nina shall see from the mentality, the mindset again. Yemanu nye juma. You can do the same thing over again, over the years and expect something different. No. You do something, if you want to see something different, you do something different. I believe a word to the wise is enough. And medemu ebesimidi the chairman Freemind. Enjoy the rest of your time and I'll see you in my next video. Makram.